So what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new POV Drive. So today I've got an awesome one for you all. We are finally getting to experience the new facelifted VW Golf GTI. So we're in the 8.5 GTI and we're going to take it for a quick POV drive. Big thanks to the guys over at Lani Motors, which is the local VW dealership out here in Zanin, for giving me this wonderful opportunity, because these have basically just arrived, and yeah, I'm probably one of the few people to experience these cars firsthand. So yeah, one thing I need you guys to note: the car is brand new, so it's not running and stuff, and it's for sale. So there's only so much I can do with it. I need to pamper it and be easy on it, you know, have some mechanical sympathy, but we'll get it going a bit and experience what it's all about. I think I should actually drive in manual, and yeah, let's see what the 8.5 is all about. I'm still in comfort mode, by the way. So I think first let's get the specs out the way. So the engine has been upgraded slightly, the power that is. The car now makes 195 kilowatts, up from the 180 kilowatts you got in the 8 GTI, so the pre-facelift. So an extra 15 kilowatts of power. Torque is still the same at 370 Newton meters of torque, and everything else is basically the same double clutch gearbox. And I think the chassis and suspension has also been revised. So the nice thing about the Golf GTI is the double persona thing. Like when it's dialed down and it's comfort mode and whatever, it's very docile, like it's still a Golf. And once you turn it up, it becomes an animal of some sort. So if I actually go into sport, and then engage manual, so obviously these cars are quite muted. So from the inside, you don't really get to hear much of the engine, but from the outside it actually sounds really good. And I also do my best to record it from the outside by placing a mic somewhere out there and getting like rolling shorts. But yeah, man, first experience, even though the car is brand new, the suspension hasn't gotten a chance to settle and soften up, but immediately the car is very comfortable. Like the way it rides over bumps, my word, it's actually pretty nice, eh? Jeez. Whatever witchery is going on with the suspension here is, yeah, this is quite literally a nice riding car. So I'm trying to keep the revs around 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. But obviously when it comes to like in-gear acceleration, I mean, this thing has got plenty of punch and push. There's usually a speeding camera somewhere here, so just want to take it easy for now. But I'll talk about like road noise. I mean, this surface that we're driving on is pretty rough, I would say, but it's not too bad. And I saw the cars come with Hankook tires as standard. Well, this car is riding on Hankooks. Yeah, cabin insulation, it's not the best, but there is actually a significant amount of tire roll, but it isn't terrible, I would say. Let's experience some in-gear acceleration. The nice thing about it is Oh my word, there were a bunch of cars behind me, and I look at the mirror and how they've all disappeared. That's the thing about these cars, is they actually eliminate that sense of speed. Like, you don't actually realize how quickly you're going. Let's experience this bend. Yeah, man, the car just feels so flat around bends. One thing that stands out about the Golf GTI is the amazing work the engineers do on the chassis. From the standard GTI to the special ones, that is the Club Sports and whatever, this chassis is just crazy. Now remember, I actually got to experience the car around the Kyalami Grand Prix circuit when VW SA unveiled it in our country, or in our market. And the way this thing was taking corners, it was literally almost drifting. I know that sounds crazy, but like, the car doesn't understeer at all, basically. And it's actually crazy that this chassis is capable of that. It's just insane, really. Like, the way the car is able to rotate around its mass and around its body is just crazy. Yeah, man, the in-gear acceleration is just so nice. Jeez, man. And this is quite literally where this car thrives. If only there weren't some cars ahead of us. But once you come across a twisty road like this, yeah, and I know what you guys are thinking, like, the exhaust is very muted. The other thing also is, this car being brand new, like I said, all the components haven't gotten a chance to like soften up and stuff. So once you put on some mileage on the car, that's when everything will start to come alive. So I think also the exhaust is affected heavily by that. Man, but yes, the in-gear acceleration is just absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, man. So the main highlights that stand out to me is the reworked suspension, the way the car is so composed. Not to say that the pre-facelift wasn't composed, but it feels a lot more hunkered down, and the suspension is, it sounds wrong to call it firm, but it's a nice kind of firm. It's not the usual firm where you feel like it's punishing your back or it's just too bouncy. It's like a composed kind of firm. So it really does stand out. So I think I'll actually extend the POV further and we'll get to drive in town. And we'll drive in like a quiet residential area, and we'll hear if we can get to experience more of the exhaust, because out here when you're driving on an open road like this, the tire noise and whatever, it also cancels out some of the car's engine note. Let me just drop down to like third gear and do an in-gear acceleration, just slow. Man, it really does pick up. It is such a nice drive, and I'm happy because I recently spent some time with the i30N again, and compared to that, this, there are some backfires from the exhaust. That's interesting. I'm sure you guys can't hear them, but we'll fix it. I'll mount the camera back there and put all the clips here in the video. I was still saying about the i30N. It's not as hardcore as that car, but it also doesn't feel like it's soft because you still get a lot of feedback from the steering wheel, the thing that I said about the suspension as well. So this feels like an amazing balance between comfort and the sportiness. Like it can do both very well, basically. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop here quickly, do the review bits, and anything else you'll just see on the channel. We'll basically resume this POV once we're in town.
Thank you.